Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jack and Maya podcast, where we aim to make learning English feel as natural, easy, and genuinely fun as just chatting with a couple of friends. I'm Maya, thrilled to be back in the studio with you all today.
And I'm Jack. It's absolutely wonderful to have you all here with us for another episode. We love connecting with you, whether you're listening on your morning commute or just unwinding at home. Maya, how are you doing today? You have that look in your eye, like there's a story brewing.
Honestly, I'm doing pretty good, Jack. But you're right, there's a definite story. Something genuinely strange and, dare I say, a little embarrassing happened to me just this morning before I even got here.
Oh no! See, whenever you start a sentence with "something strange happened" or "you're not going to believe this," I immediately know we're in for a treat. This sounds like it's going to be a good one. Lay it on me. I'm ready.
And this one is definitely funny in hindsight, now that the immediate awkwardness has passed.
Now you have my full, undivided attention. Don't hold back, Maya. Tell me everything. I'm already envisioning some wild scenario.
Okay, so I stopped at my usual coffee shop, just to grab a quick coffee before coming over here to the studio. Pretty standard start to the day, right?
Sounds perfectly normal so far. You're building the suspense. I like it.
That's exactly what I thought. Everything was routine. I was waiting for my order, just kind of looking around, and then I noticed this guy. He was sitting alone at a small table, totally engrossed in what seemed like a very serious, very animated conversation.
Wait, talking to himself? Like out loud in a public coffee shop? That's definitely not something you see every day, at least not without raising an eyebrow or two.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought at first. I mean, he was really going for it. He was smiling, laughing, sometimes looking really intense, and even making these elaborate hand gestures, like he was explaining something incredibly complex to an invisible audience.
Okay, that's a little more than unusual, Maya. That's bordering on a full-blown public performance, or perhaps a very intense personal monologue. What was your immediate reaction? Did you try not to stare?
I tried, but it was impossible not to glance over. He was so expressive. But then, as I was watching this whole silent movie unfold, I noticed something small. He was wearing these tiny, practically invisible wireless earbuds. The kind that fit snugly right into your ear.
No way. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. So he wasn't talking to himself at all. He was just on a very engrossing phone call, completely oblivious to the show he was putting on for everyone around him. I can just imagine the scene.
Yup, the full realization hit me like a ton of bricks. My face probably went from confused to, oh, that makes sense, in about half a second. But then it quickly morphed into mortified.
Oh, poor guy. Everyone in that coffee shop, including you, probably thought he was having a very public, very loud conversation with thin air. That's actually quite relatable in this day and age, with everyone having discreet earbuds for calls.
Including me, Jack. I mean, I really had him pegged as someone having a moment. But then, as my face was probably doing a full color change, it got worse. Did he notice me looking? He totally did.
You're kidding. Oh no, that's the absolute worst case scenario. When you realize your judgment was completely off and the person catches you in the act of judging them. What did you do? I would have just wanted to sink into the floorboards.
He looked right at me, Jack. Our eyes met. And in that moment, I immediately looked away, probably with a desperate look on my face, and pretended to intensely read a menu that I had already seen 100 times. I probably looked like I was memorizing the ingredients of a croissant.
Ugh, that's so embarrassing. The universal pretend to be deeply interested in something mundane move. I know that one well. It really was, though. The sheer awkwardness of being caught staring, especially when you've completely misjudged the situation. I can feel your cringe from here.
It really was. I just wanted my coffee and to vanish into thin air. It's one of those moments that makes you just want to fast forward through time. But you know what's funny, Maya? Something incredibly similar, that same type of public misinterpretation, happened to me just last week.
Really?
Oh, tell me. It seems these little social misfires are more common than we think.
Well, spill the beans, Jack. What happened in your case? I'm already bracing myself for a relatable chuckle.
Okay, so I was walking through the park, enjoying a beautiful sunny afternoon, just minding my own business, you know? It was a really pleasant, relaxing stroll.
Right, a perfect day for a walk. And then?
And then I saw this woman in the distance, maybe 20 feet ahead of me, who started waving. Not just a little wave, but a big, enthusiastic, arm in the air kind of wave. And she was smiling right at me, or so I thought.
So naturally, you waved back. You're a friendly person, Jack. Of course you would.
Of course I did. I returned an equally enthusiastic wave, maybe even a little nod and a smile back, thinking, oh, I must know her from somewhere, or maybe she just mistook me for someone she knows. I was fully committed to the friendly exchange.
Let me guess, because I have a strong feeling about where this is going based on my coffee shop experience.
She absolutely was not waving at me. Not even a little bit. There was, in fact, someone else. Someone she clearly knew and was very happy to see, standing directly behind me.
Oh no. Oh, Jack, that's just the worst. The secondhand embarrassment is real. So you're there, waving like a maniac, and she's just looking past you at someone else.
Exactly. I felt my face turn bright red instantly. I basically froze mid-wave. It was like time stopped. The woman behind me was now exchanging hugs with her friend, and I was just standing there with my hand in the air, looking utterly foolish. I just wanted to teleport away.
Oh, that's one of the most awkward feelings ever, isn't it? That moment where you realize you've completely misread a social cue, and you're now caught in an incredibly uncomfortable public display. I mean, my coffee shop moment was bad, but yours sounds almost theatrical.
Seriously, the worst part is you can't just unwave. Once the wave is out there, it's out there forever. But, you know, these little moments, these little social blips, they really do happen to everyone. It's just part of being human and navigating the world.
That's so true. And honestly, while they're mortifying in the moment, they almost always become these incredibly funny stories later on. It's like a rite of passage.
Exactly. You go from wanting to dig a hole and crawl into it to laughing hysterically when you recount the tale to friends or, you know, on a podcast. Sometimes the most embarrassing moments become the best, most memorable anecdotes.
I know, right? It's like a good story needs a little bit of awkwardness to truly shine. Speaking of classic awkward moments, have you ever, Jack, by some terrible accident, called a teacher mom in class?
Oh my gosh, Maya, yes, absolutely yes. You just unlocked a core memory for me. The sheer unadulterated horror of that moment.
I knew it. It's practically a universal childhood trauma, isn't it? The way your heart just sinks. Tell me about it.
I was probably 10 years old in elementary school. I think I was trying to ask a question, and instead of Mrs. Smith, out popped Mom. The entire class went silent for a split second and then just erupted into laughter. The teacher even chuckled a little bit, trying to be nice, but it didn't help.
Oh, that's a classic mistake. The absolute worst. It's like your brain just short circuits in that moment of trying to get attention. I remember doing it too, and it felt like the world had stopped and everyone was staring.
Exactly. I wanted to disappear. I felt my ears burning and I probably mumbled sorry a million times. It's such a vivid memory because of the intensity of the embarrassment. It felt like the end of the world back then.
Same here. That feeling of wanting to just evaporate into thin air is so strong. But you know what? Looking back, it's those moments that truly define our human experience, right? They connect us.
Absolutely. And now I can totally laugh about it. It's just a funny, innocent childhood memory. That's the best way to handle embarrassment, isn't it? Just acknowledge it, maybe cringe for a second, and then find the humor in it.
That's precisely it. Don't let it linger. Just laugh, recognize that everyone has those moments, and then move on. It's a key to not taking life or yourself too seriously.
Exactly. Because life's too short to dwell on awkward moments. They make for better stories anyway, right? And speaking of stories and connecting, if you're enjoying today's conversation and these relatable moments, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button to our channel. It really helps us grow and reach more learners like you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Your support means the world to us. And for those of you who have stayed with us through all our embarrassing tales and insights, here's today's secret word, our little treat for our most dedicated listeners.
Oh, I love this part. It's like a little treasure hunt for our community. It's always so fun to see who's really paying attention.
If you're still listening, if you've been with us every step of the way, comment coffee below in the comment section. Let us know you're out there.
Yes, let's see who stayed with us until now. It's always great to hear from you. Before we wrap up today, let's remember some incredibly useful and natural-sounding expressions from today's conversation, the kind that make your English sound truly authentic.
First up, we had no way. You heard us use it for expressing surprise or disbelief, like, no way, that really happened to you? It's a very casual, common way to react when you hear something astonishing.
Then there's you're kidding. This one is perfect when something is so hard to believe that you almost think the other person is joking. For example, you're kidding? You won the lottery? It conveys a sense of lighthearted disbelief, sometimes surprise, sometimes a bit of exasperation.
Another great one we used was, I know, right? This is fantastic for when you strongly agree with someone, or you want to acknowledge that what they just said is a shared experience or a widely recognized truth.